Hi, it's Joy, and I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 10, Heroes on Both Sides. I am very excited to continue with this show. As always, a reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions on my Patreon. You get this 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go.
A small price to pay to finance the war, is it not?
For those with stuff to gain from it.
Nothing of fiscal responsibility. What about moral responsibility? But negotiation might be a better course of action.
It would be a good thing to try.
That legislation would have meant billions for us.
I tried my best to push the bill through. Senator Amidala is the problem.
Someone with morals. Capitalism.
Could do something about her. That task is more difficult than you presume.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, shall we say, make the point?
Capitalism. I know that's a bit extreme, but capitalism, you know, war profiteers.
Interest rates and, well, almost nothing about why we're fighting in the first place.
Yeah.
War's complicated, Ahsoka.
There are many elements.
Let's talk to her.
The Senate's made it illegal.
Of course.
Say official and Jedi are allowed to travel to neutral worlds like Mandalore, where we could then board a cargo ship to a separatist system.
Are you suggesting I use my status as a Jedi to smuggle you lines? You two have more in common than you think. You get along so well.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh dear. Oh, it just looks wrong, doesn't it, with droids everywhere?
Hello, old friend.
Hello. There are problems within the Republic, but war is not the way to solve it.
With all due respect, as a separatist, didn't you create this war?
Ahsoka.
Many of the people you call separatists feel the same way about the Republic.
Well, what caused the war?
Lux's father was killed.
But what was the thing that triggered the actual fighting? Because there are good people on both sides in this kind of situation, but who was it who decided that negotiation couldn't work and fired the first blow? It could well be the Republic, because obviously Palpatine's getting what he wants out of all of this. Oh dear. Too trusting. Coruscant is definitely too complacent.
I'm not so bad, am I?
No, not bad at all.
Well, it seems boys are the same whether they're Republic or Separatist.
There might be enough sympathy in the Senate to finally open negotiations.
If only.
Admire your spirit, Padme.
We know it's not going to
I can
happen.
at least
To hope.
Peace would have been the only way to save everything from what came.
Confederate and Republic planets to coexist. I move that we immediately open peace negotiations with Chancellor Palpatine.
Yeah, just be independent. And the Republic let you.
The corporate alliance will never allow this to happen.
This is a democracy, and unlike the Republic, corporations do not rule us.
Systems, a voice vote is required.
Of course, here he acts all good and honourable, but he knows that they're about to be attacking Coruscant, and then they will turn down any peace negotiations. Despicable. Because this would have been so good. I mean, the show would have ended, but this would have been so good.
I wouldn't want to meet you on the battlefield. For your sake.
Because there is no... If the Separatists are willing to just be an independent bunch of planets, live their own rule, there's no reason why they couldn't be side by side. If the Separatists want to absorb everyone else, that's when you have to fight.
Wait a minute. Power generators are that way.
Oh, I knew he was going to redirect them.
We'll need to borrow money for more clones.
I can see why you would want so badly to believe that the separatists desire peace.
I don't understand.
They are human too. I thought it was just kind of a giant corporation-y type thing, like Dooku, but they're just people too.
With my old friend Mina Bonteri, and the origin of the proposal is with her.
Bonteri? How was the dialogue established?
Oh no.
Does it matter, Chancellor, if the result is an end to the war?
I see.
He's gonna ensure that her friend is attacked, right?
We didn't schedule a cleaning.
Transformer sleeper droids. They really are sleeper droids. Oh. You'd have done better to play dead. Oh god. When people are scared, that motivator will motivate them to vote for more troops and to not stop the war. And if they can get news of this attack to the Separatists, surely the Separatist Senate, which I didn't even know they had, would be very unhappy to hear that there was an attack on Coruscant when we've just sued for peace.
What are we waiting for?
The Republic brought about its own demise. They were played so completely. The truth is, politics does not work when you have greedy bastards around. Tories, Republicans.
You went too far this time.
Ooh.
You would do the same.
Uh-huh.
You do the same all the time.
Anakin's just all rage angry because Padme was in potential danger. Okay, so this episode was really good. It's really expanded my understanding of the war because I didn't realise the Separatists had like a senate or a coalition of planets. I kind of thought they were just like Dooku and some crazy droid. I don't know why. I misunderstood that, I guess. But to know that they have a senate that is civilized in the same way as the Republic do, that they just disagreed with the Republic's way of doing things, and that caused war. I would really be interested in knowing exactly what triggered the war, like what was the thing that caused it to break out beyond, because I kind of just assumed the Separatists, admittedly because they're Separatists, they were people that had broken away, but they kind of were trying to conquer other planets and spread their separatist ideals everywhere. Whereas if they are content to just be their own thing, and it's the Republic trying to cling on to them, that's when I think too many lives have been lost. Just sue for peace, everyone. So that was really interesting to see. I would be interested actually in learning, now that I know that there is a Senate of separatist planets and everything, what their motivation is, why they view the Republic as corrupt, because the Republic is corrupt, but then so is their Senate too. And I think it's really tragic to look at, you've got these two groups of people who are all these senators who truly seem to want to do what is best for their own people and to follow their own ideals, and then within each you have corporations and greedy people that just want to build their own power and money, and then at the head of each Senate you have someone who is corrupt and not really working for the benefit of the people they supposedly are, but someone who's working for their own purpose and their own gains, Dooku and Palpatine. So there really is no hope here, there really is no chance when behind the scenes you endlessly have these people working together against everyone. No doubt they caused the war in the first place. So that was really kind of eye-opening in so many ways, but also really tragic to kind of think that there really was no chance of this turning out any better unless somehow people were able to wise up to Palpatine, to wise up to what was going on, but he was too good at hiding it all until it was all too late. Yet again, seeing Padme's ideology, but it's an ideology that she shows is practical. You know, she doesn't just think, oh, I wish everything was peace and everyone was kind to each other. She's like, here is how we could do that, which is what I love. It's people would dismiss her, but she has such, she's willing to put her life on the line and she's willing to get the work done. I love Ahsoka as well, and I think being raised, the Jedi have a very black and white view of the world. They have a very black and white view of no attachments, rather than just healthy attachments. So you could definitely see Ahsoka learning a lot from that experience, and maybe that's going to be something that's going to shape her going forwards as well. Thank goodness I know she survives all of this. We learnt so much. I learnt so much this episode. I'm sure I've already knew it, I don't know. But to really see this chance of actual meaningful peace, and that it was destroyed largely because of corporate greed. Now I do think had they not been trying to get, you know, Palpatine could rest easy knowing that the trade people and whatnot were going to try and get this stopped, but we were that close. Now, of course, it was never going to work with Palpatine and Dooku and the greed and whatnot in charge, but it is quite tragic to watch. As much as it makes me admire Padme more, even more than I already did, and to kind of see the true scope of what this conflict actually is and what it means, but at the same time, you just think, my god, just let the separatist planets go and do their own thing, be their own republic, and you can be your republic. Just Does it have to be endless bloodshed? At least on the Separatist part, they've got it great because they are just sending droids off. Like, they're not even having to shed their own blood. I don't entirely know why her husband was setting up a base, because they just have droids to do everything. But yeah, this was a very interesting episode. Thank you. Reminder that you can find it unedited on Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.